crucial truth and one crucial wisdom that I've been falling short at in the past, which now I've become even stronger in it. The reason that I was falling short is because of my background in knowledge. There's something about knowledge and failure. If you've had many failures and disappointments, they tend to hurt your initiative. There's the quality of initiative that needs to be nourished consistently over time. Because when it's constantly disappointed and hurt, it creates lethargy in your behavior, in your approach of opportunities. And that by itself, you end up becoming slow, lazy, apathetic. You know, when you find an opportunity, you always have those reasons why you must first to take advantage of that opportunity. It's more of a stronghold. It's a delusional optimism. You are optimistic, but delusional, in a way that you are self-sabotaging yourself, thinking that you're actually preparing yourself. It's just a difficult thing to explain, but when you've had consistent failure after failure, it tends to hurt the quality of your initiative, because taking initiative is one of the most fundamental aspects of being an entrepreneur. Because if you're an entrepreneur, that's one quality that you need to possess that is very, very important. Initiatives, just acting, doing it. Because we tend to, have a baggage of excuses, And the word excuse, it tends to be a bit offensive, or should I say it's like a slur. It's like when you say, excuse, it's more like you are being negative. But excuses are the very things that we normally, it's good reasons why you can't. Period. It's just good reasons why you couldn't, or good reasons why you can't or couldn't. Period. End of story. But the first word, good reasons, because you have good reasons why you are not doing what you know you're supposed to be doing. Whatever reason that is an excuse. It's a blockage. It's that reason that blocks you from actually doing something about it now, or taking advantage of that opportunity now. So it's very, very important that you question your reasons. And the fastest way to do that is through scriptures. Scriptures are so fundamental when it comes to transforming your mind. Because, for example, this one word that Jesus Christ spoke that says, if you can believe, all things are possible to him that believes. That word alone eliminates many of the strongholds in your mind, many of the reasons that you may be holding why you couldn't, why you can't. If you can believe, all things are possible to him that believes. The first thing you just need to believe. Do you believe that you can achieve this goal right now? If you do, good. That's it. There we start. From there, you start depending on God's grace to show you how, even in the midst of your circumstances, your situation, your difficulty, you can start making changes. And God will start leading you to people who were in your situation and made it through. People that you can relate with as guidance into what you should start with first. Believe you me, it starts in the mind. It starts in the mind. So just to make it fast and plain, I was just explaining one of the things that somehow kills your initiative. It's having failures and failure and failure. And I'm saying this because I remember in the past, in my attempts to succeed in entrepreneurship, I tried this, didn't work. Not necessarily because it didn't work, because the tools and the means of making it in that place, they were not there. I didn't even have mentors, someone I can rely on that can finance me or give me the man or the coach to succeed. When you're looking for that coach, that person that says, okay, have you done good? Okay, do this, do that. And when you stumble or you make mistake, they come and say, don't worry, I'll cover that. Financial, none of those were around. So I had to walk the path alone. In the rest of my family history, no one has been an entrepreneur. And so it's a journey that I had to start myself. So I had to start learning, accumulating knowledge. I had to start learning, uh, getting as much inspiration from successful entrepreneurs, people who were rich entrepreneurs. I had to learn from them because it was a path that God was taking me through. Entrepreneurship, learning how to create wealth, learning how to achieve financial independence, financial freedom for myself, learning how the game of economics, as Robert Kiyosaki reveals it, rich dad, poor dad, taking the path of rich dad, because that's how it began. I think that was 22 years ago. I was very young. I was very young. That was 22 years ago when I started this journey. I remember it was 2002. Yeah, 2001. That was 2001 when I started this journey of entrepreneurship. And I've been growing ever since. And the knowledge has been very good. The books that I've been reading have been very, very helpful for that matter. But throughout the journey, I experienced many challenges, many difficulties because I was alone. I was traveling the wilderness path alone, and the path was very long and it was difficult. It was very difficult. Not that difficult per se, but difficult because I thought things that I could do that were easy were not really easy. So, right now, my attempt is to achieve great results, better than ever before. The first goal that I have is to make 100 million rands through affiliate marketing. I need to achieve that in less than 12 months. I have to. It's a must. Looking at my circumstances, looking at the condition of the church, looking at the vision, the purpose, the assignment that the Lord has called me to accomplish, I really must need to accomplish that. 100 million rands capital, and to take my whole family out of poverty into independence. I have to take them out of poverty, all of them, and I have a plan how I'm going to do that very fast and very quick. Secondly, I need to start assisting, venturing into the things that I believe God has called me to accomplish. I have friends whom I believe God has given me as a gift in accomplishing my assignment. Um, Not just my assignment, it's just the assignment of the kingdom, but these are key individuals, people whom I believe that we have a long journey to learn and to explore, to do mighty deeds and mighty works. So the journey is gonna be long for that matter. But what I'm actually saying is this: is that as an entrepreneur, to master the quality of initiative, it's something that you must constantly nourish with positive uh, confessions, with positive affirmations, with a positive mental attitude for that matter, to keep you going, to keep you moving forward. And you need to fight against the spirit of lethargy, procrastination, and laziness. These are hindrances to your fruitfulness. Our calling is to be fruitful, it is to work and to achieve the results. So, laziness is one of the biggest challenges. And when I talk about laziness, it's not just not wanting to do what you're supposed to do or being slow or that matter. It's just, entertaining all the distractions. You're watching Netflix, you're watching television, you're busy with friends, you're just idling time when you're supposed to be doing what is important for you to do. Another greatest, biggest regret that many people are going to suffer, it's the waste of time. It is the waste of precious time. When there's peace, it should not be abused. The purpose of peace is not for you to self-indulge in your carnality, your fleshly desires. The purpose of peace is to invest in worthy projects for a better future, not in things that don't take you where you're supposed to be. So if you don't have a long-term plan, a vision of some sort, that thing that helps you know that in 5 or 10 years, this is where I want to see myself, and you're working hard to start making those investments now, believe you me, you're going to have a difficult, because when time passes and you are not working on that plan, where are you going to fall back on? The government. That is a failing, poor strategy. It's a poor strategy, it's a failing strategy. It's not a wise way to go about looking at your future, depending on the government. We've all seen the disappointments. The government is just a failing strategy. You are the government. The very people who believe the government should, you are the government. You are the government. Yeah, it starts there. All right, guys, that's all. I just wanted to share my thoughts, random thoughts. There's no title for this video. It's just me putting out thoughts, putting myself, gearing myself into action, knowing that I'm just exercising the muscles of standing in front of a camera and communicating. I just put on a black plastic behind because I said, enough with the excuses. I need to fast, I need to fast, I need to have to. I just do it. Who cares? Yeah, thank you, guys.